You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Monday Night Raw review. Not gonna lie, WrestleMania is shaping up. We got things going down. We got Brock Lesnar kissing babies and shaking hands. It is a crazy sight to see. But before we get into all that, show 'em my socials.
Perfect.
As always, follow me, RJD. RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow me on Spotify and Anchor as well. What the Wrestling. Follow me on YouTube. I know I said that already. I'm saying it again, goddammit. All right, let's get into Monday Night Raw. Let's break this down. Let's go. Yes. Welcome. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your Monday Night Raw review for February 21st, 2022. Goddamn. It's almost March already. It was just New Year's. You know what? Oh no, stop the goddamn show. Stop the show. It seems like everything after 21, time just decides, you know what? Fuck it. We're on fast forward. Time is on fast forward after 21. After 21, it's like 21, 25, 30, 35, 38, 42, 40. It's like, what the fuck? God damn, drive slow. That's why you gotta do more. You do more, you get the most out of every day. This shit is crazy, man. Time just flying by. Like, just disrespectful. Time is just disrespectful out here. But anyway. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was what it was. We had some things I really did like on this show, a la Street Profits and Alpha Academy. We had some things that I'm kind of wondering about, a la Seth Rollins and KO. And we have some things that I really like Brock Lesnar kissing babies and shaking hands. It's awesome. But as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. Like the goddamn video. Subscribe to the channel. Show our brother some love. We building the YouTube from the ground up. I love doing this stuff. If you want to support, hit the Etsy link. If you want to support, got the Cash App. If you want to support for free, just hit the like button. Comment, leave a comment. I will respond to you. Now, let's get into Monday Night Raw. So, let's go. Monday Night Raw coming from South Carolina. We opened up with the Beast himself, Brock Lesnar, and I'm not going to lie. I like babyface Brock. Look, a lot of people giving babyface Brock problems, giving, he's not that good, blase, blah. I love babyface Brock. This guy is fucking hilarious. He comes out in a damn big ass, ugly ass sweater, big cowboy hat, looking like a goddamn big ass happy beast. He's coming down. He's high fiving kids. He went to this kid and was like, "Hey, touch the belt." Kid is like, "I don't fucking know you." And he takes the kid's hand, puts it on the belt. Kid taps the belt. He's like, "Yeah." He's like giving people high fives and shit. And he's like happy. And this is like, this is hilarious only because if you listen to Brock in interviews and you know people who know Brock don't like people.
Nope.
He don't like people at all. He said, I remember I saw an interview once. He said, going in the ring and being in front of a crowd and interacting with the crowd, I love that. That's easy. What's hard for me is just interacting with people outside of the ring, like in my personal life. Why do you think he lives in the middle of fucking nowhere, hunting and shit? Because he don't want to be bothered with people. He don't like people. Which is, it's just so funny to see him interacting with people and smiling, like happy Brock, like when he had the boombox Brock in the bank. And it's just so funny to see him because he doesn't like interacting with people like that, but yet he's on TV interacting with people. Great actor, man. Great actor. I love babyface Brock. And the crowd, I remember in 2012 when Brock came back and he F5 John Cena, right? I think it was a Raw after WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken. He came back. People were genuinely happy to see him back. This was right before Suplex City. And he looked happy to be there. He was just smiling. And then he turned into the Beast and he beat The Undertaker, blah, 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 blah. But now he seems like he's enjoying himself. Like he's genuinely smiling and happy. The crowd genuinely likes to see him. They genuinely want to cheer for him. This is like a crazy role reversal from the bad guy Brock, the intimidating guy. It's like this guy is like mad happy to be there, but yet he's intimidating as fuck still. It's hilarious. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Brock, man. Don DeMarco for you. So they chanted Suplex City. Brock came out, said he's the new WWE champion. He interacted with the crowd. He genuinely looked happy. It was hilarious. Then Paul came out and interrupted him. Got the crowd to chant some "You Suck" chants. Heyman talk crap about him on Roman Reigns' behalf, as always. But he said, you know what? I'm going to be there on SmackDown to introduce myself as the new, reigning, defending, undisputed WWE champion. So he said he'll be there on Sunday. And he said he doesn't need Paul. He said, Brock said, I'm doing just fine without Paul Heyman. And you know what? He is absolutely right about that. So this was a good segment. Brock by himself. Remember, Brock didn't talk for years. Like with Brock, less is more. The less he talks, the better he is. But you know what? Brock says just enough. His mannerisms change just enough. And I'm interested to see him and Roman. I hope they have another good match. This makes me think. It's so crazy how just one little change in the dynamic changes everything. When Brock fought Roman 4 fucking times, when they were trying to make Roman the fucking babyface and Brock the heel, universally, those matches weren't terrible matches. It's just we had seen them over and over, and we were tired of seeing them. It's not like they were bad matches and they couldn't wrestle. No, both these guys are great. But we didn't want to see that shit, and it made the matches suffered because of it. Even the last match, Brock versus Roman, was more entertaining because the dynamic changed. Now Brock is the babyface, Roman is the monster heel, and like he said, I'm on God now mode, son. I'm on God mode now. Like, that one change makes the interactions between them two that much more interesting. Just changing one little thing. So, this is great. Look forward to it. Decent segment. No problem there. Alpha Academy versus the Street Profits. They had a good back and forth match. The end came. Dawkins did his thing in this match too, so shout out to Dawkins.
Perfect.
Montez Ford always does his thing, and people start to look at Dawkins as like the afterthought, but Dawkins is pretty good too. So let's not shit on Angelo here. But there was a blind tag, and Montez Ford literally picked up Otis. And Otis is no small man. Picked him up, and he had him, and they did this spot perfectly. He had him, and he kind of tripped him. He was going backwards to show, it's a struggle to hold this guy up. Fell backwards, flipped over, and he was pinned because Chad Gable held his leg down, so he couldn't kick out. This was, and the ref didn't see it. This was great. I actually love this finish. You don't see a finish like this that often. This was great to me. I know a lot of people were shitting on it, but I saw on Twitter a lot of people didn't like it. I don't care. I liked it. So to me,
Nope.
to all those people who said it wasn't good, this was great. All of these guys can wrestle. Otis looked good. Chad looked good. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. The only problem I have is the same problem I always have. The rematches. We keep getting rematches because they need to combine the divisions and have just one world champion, one tag team champion, one women's champion. And if you want to have those tag team belts, have one tag team women's championships, even though I think we don't need those. Have one of everything and have everybody chasing that one on both shows. Have, they already got one U.S. and one United States champ. If you want to keep something separate, keep that separate. Have one IC belt on one show, one U.S. belt on one show, and have those belts be the belts on those shows. But every other belt, every other title should be just one. Everybody chasing one person or one tag team champions. The brand split is killing WWE. I wish they would just fucking end it. It's killing them.
Nope.
And I don't know why they don't see it.
Stop it. Get some help.
I truly think it's because maybe the networks don't want the brand split to end, but they need to kill this brand. If they killed the brand split, these shows would get so much better because you could filter people in and out, tell stories with people challenging. Maybe they fall short because of something, then you have them move over to here, have somebody else come up, and then you have another main story. Like, that's how you create feuds. When you have the same just rematches, and you can't filter. That's why AEW is so great, because you could have two people fight for the belt. One person falls short, but because the roster is so deep, you could have this person kind of come down a couple notches, or maybe they get screwed over by this person, and now you have a whole nother feud over here that you can rock with over here, and then somebody else moves up, and then they could double back to try to get the title. How do you think Hangman, it took him 2 years to get the damn title? He went for it, he lost. He came down, he made a whole U-turn with the Dark Order, did all this other shit, and he made his way back to Kenny Omega. But they still were interacting with each other, but we didn't have rematch after rematch after rematch. And it took 2 years. They told the long-term story because they had the depth to do it. Now, with WWE, you don't have that depth. And that's the problem. They need to end this shit. They ain't going to do it, but they need to. They need to. This was good here. Alpha Academy, they're growing on me, man. I love Chad Gable. I think he's severely underrated. He's great in the ring. Otis, good big man. Good bad big man, too. They're coming along, man. I just wish they had more challengers. If they had more challengers and they could tell better stories, I think they would do fine getting over. But, we'll see. Monday Night Raw, you know how it goes. Then we had the return of Finn Balor. Tommaso Ciampa came out. He was backstage. He talked about he made the trip to NXT to come up, and then Finn Balor came back, who is very much, the crowd still loves Finn Balor.
Respect my authority!
I still like Finn Balor. And the fact that they had him off TV this long is a problem.
How dare you?
Treat that brother like that. Put that brother back on TV. God damn it. Finn Balor's great. Yeah, he's in his fort. Finn Balor is still smooth, crispy. Finn Balor is like the epitome of a wrestler who knows how to work, but is still cool as fuck. Like, he doesn't need to do flippy shit. Like, everything he does is crispy. He knows how to tell a story in the ring. Finn Balor could probably wrestle till he's 55 and still look as crispy as he looks now. Mind you, he came up and he did that New Japan system. He's been wrestling all over the world. And he is severely underutilized. He is not the guy that gets other guys over. Finn Balor could be the guy. Especially with the whole Prince Devitt. And in NXT he turned himself into the Prince. And he had those mannerisms. He could be the guy. Period. I don't understand why. Because he's like 5'8". Who gives a shit how tall he is? He's great. So, I don't know. WWE. Clown World. By the way, where the fuck is Veer? We had another vignette with Veer, and I still haven't seen him.
Stop the cap.
He ain't ever coming. We're going to get Cody Rhodes in WWE before we get Veer in WWE. That's true shit. We ain't never going to see Veer. That's like it's like to debut or not to debut. Will Veer debut before WrestleMania? No, he will not. He will not. How?
How, Sway? Take a few steps.
Where's
back
Veer?
to go
You ain't got the answers, man.
Who's got the answers? Who's got the answers? Where's Veer? We ain't never going to see this guy. He's done. We ain't going to see him till 2024. His first match is going to be against MJF. Fuck out of here, man. Where the fuck is Veer? Did somebody take him to the back? Somebody, real quick. Somebody took him to the back. Where is he? I'm tired of seeing vignettes for Veer. Every week, they show vignettes for Veer. We haven't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I know where Veer is.
This is Sparta!
He got kicked down the hole. That's where Veer is. He's at the bottom of that endless pit. And, fuck out of here, man. Anyway, all right, enough on my tangent. Tommaso Ciampa. Finn Balor versus the Dirty Dogs. This match didn't get a lot of time, but this is how good these guys are. This match did not get a lot of time, but the time that they had kept me so interested. What this match was, 6, 7, 8 minutes? This match couldn't have got a lot of time. It didn't feel like it had a lot. But they got their shit in, and Ciampa and Finn Balor won with a roll-up by Ciampa. The end came where Ziggler broke up a pin. Rude got Finn Balor with a spine buster for a near fall. Ciampa tagged in and managed to pin Rude. He was going for the fairy tale ending and got reversed, and he rolled him up, and he got the win. And it looked great. Solid match. Man, if these guys had 15, 20 minutes to tell a story, whew, good shit. Yeah, Nikki ASH versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley got the pin. Why am I seeing this match again? I don't know. We didn't need to see this match again, but you know what? It is what it is. So let's stop having these two fight, because we don't need to have these two fight anymore. Real quick. Get them out of here. We don't need to see these two fight ever again. Moving on. Damian Priest versus Shelton Benjamin. I wish these guys had some more time too. The end came, where Priest hit an elbow, started getting angry. He unloaded a series of strikes to the head and body. Then he dropped Mr. Shelton with the Reckoning and got the pin. Decent, but like I said, another short match. Damian Priest then cut a promo. And after the promo, we had Finn Balor come out and answer the challenge. So we will be having Finn Balor versus Damian Priest next week. I'm not going to lie. I will put the title on Finn. I would. I know it sucks, but I would move Damian Priest. I would put the title on Finn, protect him in some way, I know that's kind of hard because now he's a heel. But I would put the title on Finn and have Damian Priest move up the card and challenge for that top title on Raw. I mean, after Mania. Then I would move Priest up after Mania. So I would do this shit until Mania and then move Priest up and have everybody chasing Finn for the U.S. title. Because I think Finn Balor as a U.S. champ, putting on solid workhorse matches, that's what I want to see. That's me personally. That's what I would do. So I would have, yeah, that's what I would do with him. So we had Reggie and Dana Brooke. So Reggie comes out, Dana Brooke comes out. Dana Brooke ends up kissing him, but she pinned him while kissing him on the floor, and that's how she ended up with the 24/7 title. Please,
How dare you?
put this on my TV for this long. Get this shit off my TV. I don't want to see this on my TV for that long. Then we have Bianca Belair come out, cut a promo on Becky. Becky came out. They traded insults, talked their shit until Bianca Belair was like, yo, how about I just make you respect my shit?
Respect my authority!
And then Doudrop interrupt, and then they had a match between Doudrop and Bianca Belair. Now, this match is very interesting. We've seen Bianca Belair's strength before when it comes to Doudrop. We've seen it. So none of this stuff was particularly new. But I will say they had a nice match. And as far as her demonstrating her strength yet again, picking her up for the KOD and hitting her with the and getting the win on her, Bianca Belair is definitely made to look very strong. I know a lot of people are mad. Oh, fuck this. Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch they're fighting again. It's going to be whack. Listen, she's going to go against Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. She's going to beat Becky Lynch. She's going to get her win back. She's going to come full circle. And that's going to be that. What they do after that, I don't know. They should have never turned Becky Lynch heel. I wouldn't have done it. It's been a whole year now since they did it. The people don't want to boo Becky Lynch. They want to cheer Becky Lynch. She relinquished the title because she got pregnant. She came back. The people loved her when she left. They loved her when she came back. They didn't have to. They could have, this tweener bullshit. Heel Becky. The people don't want to boo Becky Lynch. We like Becky Lynch. And even hearing the stories and reports about her and Charlotte, we don't want to boo Becky. People want to boo Charlotte. That's the difference. When Charlotte comes out, we know Charlotte is like Triple H. We know Triple H is good. We knew he was fantastic in the ring. We knew he was a good worker. But we loved to boo him. Just like Edge back in the day. We knew Edge was good. We just didn't fucking like him. And we love to not like him. Becky Lynch, we don't want to boo her. They should have never made her heel. But we love to boo Charlotte, even though we know Charlotte is fantastic. We know that. Come on. But we just want to boo her because it's fun. Like, I don't know why they did that, but it is what it is. Shout out to Becky Lynch. Listen, she's trying. She's doing the best she can. But Bianca Belair, she's going to get her win back at WrestleMania. She beat Doudrop here. Piper Niven is really good, and shout out to her. I wish they would let her go. They just got her wrestling like a big woman, but she's good in the ring, man. She's good in the ring. Why am I messed up. Main event. RK Bros, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins. They had themselves a nice match. As always, it's the RK Bros, and it's Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. 4 fantastic professional wrestlers that are good at their job. The end came when Riddle came in, went on a rampage, hit a lot of his signature moves. The momentum was stopped with a Fisherman Buster by KO. Riddle kicked out. There was a senton by Kevin Owens, followed by a frog splash, and then he kicked out of that, which was surprising. Orton got thrown out the ring. Seth Rollins ran all the way around the ring and then hit him with the stomp. And then Kevin Owens came back in the ring, hit the stunner on Matt Riddle through a reversal, and then he got stomped in the head by Seth Rollins for the win. So, RK Bros got the win. This was a very fun match. And listen, they got the win, and that's how this went off the air. But I will say that this match was great. Can't go wrong there. Solid stuff. I think there's a triple threat match for the tag team titles coming up soon. So you know what?
Perfect.
Everybody wins. This is great. I gotta talk about this fucking segment too. So we did have, unfortunately, we did have Miz TV. So we had a Miz TV segment. It was largely forgettable. But we had a Miz TV segment where he came out and Cody was and I gotta talk about Edge too, but we had a Miz TV segment where the Miz came out, he talked his junk, saying that, talking shit about the fans and everything. The Mysterios came out and he talked some junk to Dom, and he said, listen, I have a mystery partner, and the mystery partner is Logan Paul. So Logan Paul comes out.
Nope.
Oh, hell no! And they begin to talk junk, and then they sneak attack the Mysterios, throw them into the ring post, both of them, and there's a skull-crushing finale on Dominic. So Logan Paul is the Miz's mystery partner. I hope Logan Paul has been taking this serious. Listen, Logan Paul's in shape. He's a big guy. We've seen him fight Floyd Mayweather. So we know he's a big guy. We know he's in shape. We know he's athletic. We know he can be an athlete. You don't get in a ring with Floyd Mayweather and have the body that he had without actually training and doing what he has to do. The problem I have is that I hope he takes it serious. You see, Bad Bunny is a wrestling fan. So to him, wrestling is like, he reminds me of a little kid, like when we were kids and then we would hit rock bottoms and pedigrees and powerbomb each other and suplex each other on the couch and suplex each other on the mattress and rock bottom each other. And that's what kids do. Bad Bunny looks like a kid in a candy store. He actually likes wrestling. He took it serious. Logan Paul, I don't know. Now, listen, I hope he pleasantly surprises us. I hope he does what he has to do. If that's the case, shout out to him.
You win.
I'll be great. If not,
Hadouken!
get him out of here. But I want to see Logan Paul do well. I do. And I hope he takes it serious. And I hope he shows up and has a great match. Rey Mysterio, Dominic, and The Miz. Well, Dominic is still new. But Rey Mysterio and The Miz, working with those guys, they could get a good match at the end. Well, The Miz, he could get a good, safe match out of anybody. Get a safe match out of him. Tell him what to do. Make him look good. Practice it. Hopefully he's great. That'll be all right. Then we have Mr. Edge. Edge is a guy. Edge is like John Cena to me. And here's why. I know y'all like, what? Listen, hear me out. I didn't appreciate John Cena until John Cena was at the back end of his career. I didn't appreciate how good he was. When he did the thugonomics shit and he was doing all that, I thought he was cool. He was rapping. I liked him. Then they gave him the Roman Reigns treatment and they just had him beating everybody. And then I kind of didn't like him anymore. And then when he was fighting AJ Styles and he was doing all of this big stuff towards the end of his career before he went into Hollywood, I thoroughly appreciated how good he really was. I was like, John Cena is really good, like at everything. So whatever they give him, he finds a way to make it work. Not everybody has that ability. Shout out to John Cena. Then I look at Edge. I didn't realize how good Edge, like I had to go back and watch some of that stuff. I knew Edge was great when it was him and Christian and they were doing a tag team thing when he was with the Brood. Then when they were tag team champions. And then when he went out on his own, Rated R Superstar, Rated R KO. All of these things. Him and John Cena had legendary rivalries. But when he came back after not being around for 10 years, when he came back, I was like, yo, Edge is fucking great. Like, I was like, what's wrong with me? How did I not realize he was this good? Like, I really appreciate Edge now.
Stupid.
I know. It was stupid. I know. I shouldn't have said that. I know. But I was young, okay? I was young. But when he came back a couple of years ago, every match he has is fucking great. And it's not like he didn't do this back then. I just think now he has a new lease on life. He can go out on his own terms. And like he said in his promo, he was at WrestleMania this, WrestleMania Undertaker, WrestleMania this, WrestleMania. But it wasn't enough when it got taken away from him. It wasn't enough. He needed to come back. And he came back. And he's right. It wasn't enough for him. And now he's so intense when he does these promos sitting by himself. He did this back then. If you go back and watch, he used to do this back then. Cut these intense, fiery promos. But now it just means more because we know what he's been through. And even as a heel back then, I listened to those promos because I do go back and watch some of that stuff. And I'm like, wow, Edge was great. Edge was great.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry, Edge. I'm sorry. Okay? I was young. But Edge is great, man. And he teased a lot of stuff. And I hope if it's Cody and Edge at WrestleMania, yeah, I would love to see that. The story that to give those guys 20 to 25 minutes, the story that they can tell, holy hell. The story that those guys can tell, man, I'm all for it. Then you can move Cody to Randy Orton at one point in time. Then you can move Cody could beat Roman. You can have Cody beat Roman. Why can't he be the guy who beats Roman? Especially if he's getting those crazy, huge babyface reactions. Why can't Cody beat Roman? But then again, I know they want The Rock versus Roman. But Roman doesn't have to be undefeated for it to be The Rock and Roman next year at WrestleMania. Because we all know that's the match that they want. We all know that. But you can't have Roman come in. You can't have Roman beat anybody for another year. Who's he going to feud with? He's got to feud with somebody. He can't just defend the title versus Drew McIntyre and that's it. You got to have him feud with somebody. But then again, the guy who beats him, the guy who beats Roman, you can't then go beat that guy. That's like when Brock Lesnar beat the Undertaker and ended the streak. You can't have Brock Lesnar losing after that. He got to run through everybody after that. He has to. Because you gave everything to him. So now he's been built up as this. He beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania. He ended the streak. You got to have him kill everybody now. So the guy who beats Roman Reigns, you have to have him have a very long title reign. You can't just have him lose. So I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, man. They booked themselves into such a corner. I don't even know how they come out of this shit. But we'll see. They're gonna try. We'll see. Will it be the Cody versus Edge? That's what it feels like. So we'll see what happens. But as far as me, that's all I got for you guys today. Stay tuned for more. I got news later on. We got NXT tonight. We got NXT review tomorrow. So stay tuned for more. I might go live tonight and talk about some news if more developments come out. But we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. If not, you'll see me tomorrow on What the Wrestling NXT review. But as for me, I'm out of here. Check out my socials. Everybody, please follow, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.